Hi, Corazon, and welcome back to Mystic Soul Studio. My name is Jess. As always, it's a pleasure to have you here. Today's message is, what message do the mermaids have for you? What message does mermaid energy have for you? Now, to me, I've always associated mermaids with like compassion, empathy, mystery, magic. They're very connected to, obviously, the ocean, duh, and water is the element of emotion, of intuition, of psychic energy. So that's always had a very strong association with it. Also, like the feminine aspect of mermaid energy, right? The divine feminine, the kind of like self care. The trope of the mermaid on the rock brushing her hair and things like that, collecting trinkets. So I think mermaids have always been very closely associated with feminine energy, and it does not matter what gender you are. You can still tap into that, right? So, also, mermaids have a very close association to my heart because of Mintaka. Now, it is said that Mintakan star seeds were kind of like mermaid esque, not in the sense that, we have in like pop culture and things like that, but more like, yes, the tail with the arms and maybe the more facial features of a human, but it's still very, very different than what you would imagine. It's not like an actual mermaid that we see in like the deck that I'm going to be using, for example. So I actually, and if you don't care about this is fine. I'm going to have timestamps down below so you could just go to your pile. But I actually had a dream one time, and if you go back in my community tab, I posted like what I wrote in my dream journal. And I'm like 150% sure I dreamt of like an actual mermaid, like probably a talking like mer person. And it was like one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. And I describe it like what she looked like and all of that in that community post if you're interested. I don't remember word for word now. So yeah, if you're interested. Also, another reason that I'm doing this is because very exciting announcement, which I'm also going to mention in the piles in case people skip this. But I have a mermaid, sea goddess esque, like ocean legend vibe jewelry collection coming out this Friday, August 15th at 7 p.m. Eastern time in the US. Now, I only ship to the US at the moment. It's my very first order that I'm, shop drop that I'm doing. So I am still figuring stuff out. I don't plan on, you know, not offering international orders in the future. Like I definitely want to do that. Just with this one, I have to do just US because I'm still figuring stuff out. So yeah, and I also have my new website, mysticsoulstudio.com is up. And on there, I have all my like tarot services listed. So you can go on there and see if there's any, I don't know, readings that you would be interested in. I have some really interesting ones on there that I cannot wait to do. So yeah, I would love to connect with you. If you're interested in the jewelry that's coming out this Friday, if you're watching this video, this is a timeless video. If you're watching it long after that came up, you can always check my site anyway. I might have stuff on there. I plan to release like jewelry, art, my crochet pieces and all of that stuff like in the future. But yes, after this very long intro, thank you if you listened to it. Let's get into the piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. I will see you in the timestamps. Hi, pile number 1. If you chose this stone, I forgot the name of so many of my crystals. I have to go back and see exactly what type they are. But it's like this beautiful. It reminds me of like, I don't know, the Mediterranean Sea with kind of like the marble rocks jetting up into the ocean with like the really turquoise water. It's very, very beautiful. Let's go ahead and put that over there. So already with that, I'm gonna say maybe there's an association for you like to ancient Greece or something like that. I'm getting kind of like that area. Not that the reading is about like past lives or anything. We're just seeing whatever the mermaids have, like, whatever messages the mermaids have for you. I'm going to be using the sea melodies first. We're going to get 2 cards for you. 2 cards for pile number 1, please. Pile number 1, I'm still getting over a cold, so I'm sorry if I have to cut this video. Like, if you see random cuts, it's because I probably coughed or something. I do have my coffee though, and that helps. I feel like this card wants to come out. Let's get one more. Please, Spirit, one more card for pile number 1. This one wants to come out as well. And let's see. Voyage. Ooh, set sail on a new course. Interesting. And let's see what the other one is. Wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty. Dance with the waves and drink in the sunshine. I love this one. Okay, my loves. Okay, so voyage, set sail on a new course, and believe in your otherworldly beauty, dance with the waves, and drink in the sunshine. So if you skip the intro, I was talking about how I associate mermaid energy with like the divine feminine and all of that. So I feel like you all have begun like a journey of like a glow up. Like you've been really focused on your self-care, on your self-image, and you've been really focusing on framing your thoughts in a way that makes you feel like more beautiful and more confident. You all are feeling yourselves, and I love it. It's like an energy of I am the most beautiful being I have ever seen. I like you're just like you're feeling exactly like this card says, like otherworldly in your beauty. It's a really interesting feeling that I'm having right now. Excuse me while I take a sip of my drink. It's like you're feeling like a goddess, a god, like just ethereal, very ethereal in nature, and it's something that started probably very recently. I would say within like the last 2 or 3 months for y'all. And it's just like it's something that kind of clicked for you one day. You were like, no, I'm literally like this amazing, beautiful goddess, god, very like you're feeling very magical and very at ease and confident. Like while I'm doing your reading, like in the intro, I was talking fast, and I was excited to get back into it for sure, but your energy is something else. Pile number 1, your energy that I'm feeling right now is like when you walk into a room, everybody like looks and they're like, oh my gosh, like this person is amazing. This person is so like beautiful and confident, but it's not in an arrogant way. There's no arrogance here. It's almost and I'm also feeling like the desire to talk slower and to like people are hanging on my word is what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like I'm on this like I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like I feel like a ray of sunshine. Like if somebody was directing a movie, like your main character, you're in a shot where like you're in a bar or somewhere like dimly lit, but there's like one singular ray of sunshine coming through the window and it's hitting you because that we know you're the main character. That's what it's giving. Pile number 1, like just very sensual, very um confident, and very there's another word for it. It's just like, yeah, ethereal. Like people just are like, oh my gosh, I want to know everything about them. But then at the same time, you're mysterious in a way, but not because you're like withholding yourself from others. It's just you're giving like this energy like I hold the secrets of the universe, and you're gonna like people say man, I'm disappointed about this, or I'm sad about this. I don't know what to do about this. And then you're like, you say like something super simple to them and it like changes their world. Like it completely changes their day, their mood. I don't know. That's the feeling I'm getting from y'all. It's kind of intoxicating, really, this energy, and I love it. I love it so much. I've never felt anything like it while doing a reading. This is very cool. All right, let's get some more information on this glow up. You have the Two of Swords. Everything is like suddenly very clear for you. Like I feel like this was something you probably imagined for yourself for a long time, but maybe you didn't know exactly how to get there. And then one day you just woke up and you were like, wait, I am her. I am him. Like this isn't something like super unattainable far away. No, this is me. This is my energy. This is what I already exude. Also, I'm very happy because I just got all of my crystals back. They were at my parents' house. Man, when I got them back, I was like, I can't believe I went without them for this many months. This one wants to come out. Ooh, Temperance. Yes. I'm sorry if there's a glare. I have to have some light. I tried to dim it as much as I could, and then I was like, I'm not doing that to my eyesight. The King of Cups. Yes, 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 yes. Pile number one, please give us more information for pile number one. You have the Seven of Wands. You have the Two of Pentacles. You have the Magician. Absolutely. What did I say? You just realized who you motherfucking were. The High Priestess. I'm going to end with this card. And the fact that they're in order is interesting that they came out like that. Pile number one, really quickly. If you skip the intro, my new website is up, mysticsoulstudio.com. I have a tab on there for tarot services. If you're interested in seeing what tarot readings I offer, I have some really unique ones that I think you would like. And also I have a jewelry collection coming out this Friday, August 15th. If you're watching this video after, it's probably not there anymore, but there's other stuff you can check out for sure. All right, my loves. And also the jewelry collection is inspired by mermaid folklore, sea goddesses, mythology, and stuff like that. So it's really interesting and really beautiful, if I do say so myself. I'm really proud of what I created. Anyways, back to your reading. Yeah, I've seen that you're like, you've been working on this for a long time, and there were times when you kind of like, excuse me, kind of like were back and forth with it. Um, in the sense that you just like you had to really work at your self-image and your self-worth, which obviously your self-worth was like you were always worth it. You were always worth the believing in yourself, the effort and all of that, but we don't always feel like that, right? And sometimes it takes, especially depending on in the environment we were raised in, and kind of like what we've been telling ourselves our whole lives, it takes work to reframe that. And you've done the work. I see that you've done the work. There's not an internal struggle there anymore. And if you notice this card, it's like she's in the dark and then all of a sudden, boom, light. It's like you were like, no, I'm not going to live my life this way. I'm me and I deserve to love myself as much as I would love anybody else, right? Or even more, because fuck it, like we deserve to love ourselves, absolutely. Also, if you see random tape, washi tape on these cards, y'all, I did like a live on TikTok a while back, and the second I pulled out like a card from this deck, my shit got flagged. So I was like, I want to be able to use this deck for readings. So I just went and taped up every nipple I could see, because even though it's like tasteful nudity in most cards, um, the algorithm does not care, right? Algorithm does not care. So, anyways, I'm sorry I keep getting distracted. I really miss you guys and I want to talk to y'all. So yeah, there was just like a huge shift here, a huge like, and look, she's just like she's so like just like nonchalantly pouring from one cup to the other. It's not this huge pour. It's something that happened very organically and very naturally for you all. And I mean, look, she's got a wing. Her hair is like flowing in the breeze in like this really unnatural way. Y'all are exuding this ethereal, otherworldly energy. This card could not have said it better. That you have this otherworldly beauty. And the more you believe in it, the more you're feeding it, the more it's like presenting itself in the physical, in the 3D, right? So yeah, like I said, there was some back and forth there, because we have like the two like darker tones and then boom, light. You had to reframe a lot of your self-image, and it's represented here by the Seven of Wands. It's like I'm seeing this card as like nobody's really coming at her with these paddles, but still she has her paddle up, and it's like it's giving like almost swords energy, like mental struggle, mental negativity, and things like that, not so much coming from external. And so you were like probably fed up with your own bullshit, I'm gonna say. Like, you were just like, no, I'm so done believing this narrative about myself. I know it's not true. And I know, like, the things I'm telling myself, I would never tell to my best friend. So why am I telling them to myself, right? And you've always been someone very compassionate. I see you extend a lot of grace to other people. And maybe for a long time, you weren't extending that grace to yourself. And that is over and done with. Pile number one is no longer minimizing their beauty, minimizing their talents, their authenticity. I feel like this is an extreme coming home to yourself, to your true nature, to who you really are. And it's very, very amazing and beautiful and powerful. Very powerful. Your energy is very calming, very resolute in your belief of yourself and your love for yourself, which is all we could ever ask for. To have a calm nervous system. I follow this Twitter account, I don't remember the name now, but she said having a regulated and calm nervous system is heaven on earth. It's like the closest thing we have to heaven on earth. And that is like 150,000% true. And the closest to spirit, to the universe, God, life, whatever you call it and believe in, is like the closest we can get to that is to love ourselves, really be able to regulate and really be like, okay, no, these thoughts and these fears that are coming through, this is not my truth. This is just the world and the matrix kind of trying to, weave itself into my reality, and it's not. I reject it. I reject that. So when we're in that state of, no, I am her, I am him, and I'm divinely connected and protected and loved, and I'm chosen and I'm worthy of feeling like this, that's heaven on earth. That's the closest we can be in this reality, in this life, in this incarnation to God. So, or whatever you believe in, if you call it something else. Um, so yeah, that is really lovely to see that there's like a balancing here. There's definitely a balancing here of emotions, of not giving into negativity or overthinking anymore, and just embracing your natural like state, which is peace and calm and love for yourself and love for other people and love for the world and things like that. All right. Yeah. what am I talking about? The balance. It's all about the balance. And look, here we have such a huge contrast in the numerology 2 being depicted here. Whereas before these pitchforks were crossed and kind of like giving like muddled, stuck energy, negative energy. With the 2, it's like flowing. In the 2 of Pentacles, it's flowing. I could visually see these orbs switching back and forth, kind of making an infinity sign as they go. So it's all about, and I mean, you have Temperance here, even if, we didn't have this card, it's talking about balance. A major, huge up-leveling of balance and just a regulated nervous system. That's what I see for y'all. A huge regulated nervous system. And boom, what does that lead to? What did that lead to? What is that leading to? Well, my loves, you literally have the Magician and the High Priestess. Now, the Magician, it's always been one of my favorite cards because it's basically you realize your power. You understand what you have, which is everything you need. You have everything you need to manifest, to make your dreams come true, to bring in abundance, bring in love, like whatever you want to bring in. Like you understand that you want it because your future self has it. There's nothing you have to force. Like you just have to sit and receive. Like everything comes to you because you are that bitch. Like, I need you to, if you don't already like 100% know this, and if you're like at 90%, I need you to get the extra 10%, okay? You are that bitch. You are her. You are him. You are they. Like, I, every time I'm using pronouns and stuff, please know I'm not trying to exclude anybody. I'm just kind of like saying what comes to my mind in that moment. So it can apply to anybody and it applies to you. So you have everything you need. And it's like this beautiful realization. And then boom, you're in your power. You're in your power with the High Priestess. All of you have become more psychic because of this, more intuitive. Um, there's been a lot more synchronicities in your life as well. Everything is just like kind of clicking into place, and it's like you're seeing it play out in real time, and it's very kind of trippy to see, but in a really good way, basically. Like you're just like, yeah, of course this is happening because I'm me, and things like this are always happening to me. Amazing things like this are always happening to me. Let me see what's at the base of your pile. I usually do that and I didn't. The Hierophant. I mean, you have the Magician, the High Priestess, and the Hierophant at the base of your pile. Like, what? Like, you are the person that people come to for advice, come to for wanting to know how you did it. And then it's like maybe they think it's going to be like this really super involved crazy process, and you're just like, no, I just literally woke up and I was like, no, I'm her. I'm him. I'm they. Like, this is my life. Like, I'm already them. I'm in that energy. And then people are like, oh, okay. And then they might be in the moment like, no, they have to have done something else. But then it clicks for them later on too. And this is just like a little side message. Basically, what I'm trying to say with that is people are going to come to you for advice because they see you in such like a glowy, beautiful, ethereal state. They want to know how you did it, and they're expecting like this huge long list of to do stuff, and then you're just like, nah, you just gotta believe, like you just gotta believe it. And it's very, the way you say it is simple, but it's powerful. Okay. And then at the top you have the Four of Cups. Yes, with this, look, this card is such an interesting Four of Cups, and I love the imagery in it. This like Okay, so here it's like regular shells, right? And then over here is like a conch shell, and it's coming from like this glowy, ethereal. I've been take a shot for every time I say ethereal in this video, y'all. It's coming from like this other plane of existence, this other dimension, which I'm totally getting as spirit. So spirit is like, oh, you believe in yourself now. You believe that you're worthy of this. Here you go, and it's like literally everything you've ever wanted that they're giving you. You have the devil after that, and the Four of Pentacles. Like I said, a balance. You found a balance of, and then you have the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so you found a balance to all of this. You overcame overcame the things that were keeping you stuck, keeping you kind of tied down in an energetic way. And that could be, it could be different for all of you. I'm not going to get into what you released because you already know. You already know exactly what you released, what you let go of to be here, to be at this point in your life where you are now. At the base of your pile for this one, you had direction, trust your inner compass, and find your bearings. If you're feeling like, okay, I feel this energy, but I don't know where to go next, the universe is literally revealing itself to you and revealing your next steps to you. Like, don't worry, you're exactly where you're supposed to be right now, my love. And it's like instructions are coming, instructions are going to follow, and you're picking up on it. There's no way you're going to miss it because you're so tapped into your intuition at the moment. And it's not just like it's heightened and then it's going to go away. No, you just like every up leveling, it's like a checkpoint in a video game. You up level, checkpoint. It's gonna go to the latest saved one, you know, when you wake up. Like, I hope you know what I mean by that. It's like you can't lose what you've already gained from this. You can never go back, basically. And you don't want to go back. Who wants to go back to like the devil energy and the Two of Swords energy? Nobody. Ooh, and then at the top, dive. You don't find pearls on the seashore. I love that. I love that. And you know what? I will say, sometimes you do find pearls on the seashore. And and what I mean by that is sometimes like the most unexpected of miracles can happen. And you just like be open to them. Be open to them. And at the same time, with this, I'm also getting the sense that um if there's ideas or passions or kind of like motivation and creativity inspiration coming to you, like ride that baby, ride that baby, ride that wave. um as far as you want to take it, you never know where things are going to lead. Okay, don't be afraid to show who you are. Don't be afraid to experiment and to have fun with things. Like everything you do, do it because you want to do it. Obviously, don't do anything you don't want to do. But also don't feel like anything is a waste of time right now, is basically what I'm trying to get at. Because your excuse me, your intuition is so heightened that whatever urges you're getting are like are sent like from spirit, from their downloads. And yeah, there's just this really beautiful calm energy about you. Pile number one, you have mellowed me out so much. Thank you for that. I love this. I love that you're the first pile, and that like my energy is all calm and like just yeah, I'm just feeling the vibes, feeling the otherworldly beauty and energy. I really really love it. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you today. I had a lot of fun with this reading. It was super fun, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. If you enjoyed this video, I trust that you'll give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Check out my website. Follow me on other socials. I'm going to be planning on doing like weekly, like, well, not weekly. Well, it's sign readings like your week ahead. I don't know how often I'm going to be able to do them in the next few months, but Either way, follow me on there if you're interested in like sign content, like astrological readings and stuff like that. And yeah, I will see you in the next ones, my love. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose this stone, it's a very beautiful kind of jewel tone. What is it? It's not fuchsia, is it? But yeah, just this beautiful like rose, deep rose. I really, really love this stone, and I need to see what actual stone it is because I forgot what a lot of my crystal names were, so, and types were. All right, I'm going to be getting a C melody for you all. Pile number 2. 2 cards for pile number 2, please. Two cards for pile number 2. Take this one and one more, please. Alrighty. You have move. Barnacles only grow on a dock ship. Interesting. Determination. Don't be afraid of the rising tide. It will soon recede. Okay. All right, my pile number 2s. Now, after I finished pile number 1's reading and I went into yours, I will say the energy shift was very palpable. It was like, I'm not going to talk too much about, what was in pile number 1, but the energy shift into your reading, it's like heavier into your reading, and that's okay. That's completely fine. I feel like spirit is wanting you to do exactly what this card is saying, to move. Personal story, not this year but last year, New Year's Day, I was like really going through it. It was not I was really going through it. I'm just gonna say that. And my partner was like, let's go outside and stuff, and I didn't want to. I was like, no, I don't want to go outside. I just want to kind of sulk and be in a mood inside. And he insisted, and I eventually like went with him. And let me tell you the wonders that putting my feet in the grass and being outside and moving did. So I feel like spirit is saying they want you to transmute this energy, alchemize this energy, kind of get it out of your system, because it's not you. Okay, it's not coming from inside of you. It's just, and I know we just like got out of Mercury retrograde, and it's been a really heavy energy while Mercury's been in retrograde. But it's time to shake that off, my love. Okay, shake it off. Move, dance, do whatever dance you want to do. If you're kind of like, timid about somebody watching you do this, do it in your room alone. Even do it in the bathroom if you don't live alone and you need like the time. Put on some music, put on some headphones if you don't want it to be loud, and literally just let your body, like, I keep wanting to make my body move in like whatever way I want it to. It doesn't have to be a dance like that, or that's popular. It could literally be just like you moving. And if you could do this outside, all the better. Put your feet in grass, like they say, touch grass. Soak your feet in salt water. Like, something needs to be done here to let go of this excess energy, because I'm getting the message that it's not coming from you. It's just stuff you've picked up. Now, determination. Don't be afraid of the rising tide. It will soon recede. You have your eye on something. You have your eye on a goal, on a like idea, dream that you want, that you're trying to make happen. And even though right now you feel kind of like heavier with this energy, know that excuse me, know that it's not like like it's never gonna happen. It's just this temporary rising tide that will soon recede. Listen to the wording of that. It will soon recede. This is not saying, you know, it will recede in time. No, it will soon recede. I'm talking about the next few days, couple weeks at like tops. You doing these things consciously to shift your energy and to release whatever needs to be released in your energetic field is like really like flipping a switch and doing amazing things for you, okay? You being determined and being like, okay, no, this is not how it's going to be. This is just temporary and I'm getting where I want to go and I'm doing what I want to do. That's all the motivation and all the permission that spirit needs, like your angels, your spirit guides, your ascended masters that walk with you. That's all the permission they need to help you in your energy, okay? And you could even say it out loud. Ancestors, angels, whatever guide you feel called to kind of invoke in that moment. Or you could just say spirit, God, the universe, anything you believe in, whatever you call it is fine. Please help me to get rid of any excess uh negative energy, any energy that is not mine, that is not serving me. Help me to release that. And you will be amazed. Your mind will be blown at how quickly this will like get out of your energy, because you just wanting that and you just giving them permission to assist is huge. And that's all they need, and then they help you. And it's not that they're doing all the work for you, it's that, and my ear just kind of popped, so maybe your ear is going to be popping. Yeah, just like my ear popped and I got chills. So maybe you're going to be experiencing things like that in the very near future. Maybe you already have been, and it's your spirit guides that are there next to you, helping, working in your energy to rid you of like any excess, any kind of murkiness, muddiness in your energy. All right, my loves, let's see what tarot is going to say. What does the mermaid, beautiful, divine, otherworldly, feminine energy have to say to you? For pile number 2, please. 3 of Wands. You're already on this journey. It's not something that's like far away. It's something that is very literally unfolding already. The Star, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. And this card is super interesting. I'm going to take a second to talk about it real quick. Look at the look at the tail. The tail is literally 2 legs in the shape of a tail. That's so interesting. It's like she can walk on water. Not walk on water. She can walk on land. Or maybe like she's starting to turn into a human. It's like, and obviously like mermaid energy, the ocean is beautiful, but it can also represent like our psyche, our depth, of like how deep and almost like dark our minds can get. And the fact that she's on the shore, both of these cards are represented being like on the surface of the water, not like down in the depths, you know, in the dark depths. The fact that she's on the shore and she's like her legs are coming and she's like about to start walking, like you are literally probably days away from this huge energy shift coming your way. This one definitely wants to come out. You have the 4 of Swords. Yes, yes. You're about to wake up, my love. About to wake up out of this heaviness. It's like right there. And the cards were not flying out like this for pawn number 1, I will say. Spirit is very eager to talk to you. Oh my gosh, yes, death, a transformation, huge, huge transformation coming. What comes after this transformation? I want to know. I just thought of the song, one of the new songs by Hayley Williams, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. So maybe there's like an ego death happening here. The 3 of Cups, yes. Okay. 2 more cards, please. 2 more cards. What is coming after this ego death at a bachelorette party? What's coming after that? We're gonna take this one. Are you kidding me? The 10 of Cups and the Hierophant. Ooh, my loves. 6 of Cups at the bottom. At the top, you have literally the Fool, like a new beginning, a new start. Alrighty, my loves. So, what I've been talking about, you are literally about to wake up from this like dark space. Like, I feel like you all have been like super hermit mode. You've all been like maybe even having a dark night of the soul, and it is literally like in its like final last little like breath, because it is about to be completely out of your energy, my loves. You are about, like, I'm just imagining her like waking up like out of this deep sleep, and she's like, oh, how long have I been in this belly of a boat? Like, I need to see sunlight. And then she swims out that window, and you see in the background here, it's almost like this is her right before she wakes up. And then she's outside and she's like, oh, it's beautiful out here. I love it. Yes, my loves, don't worry about this energy being around you much longer. It's like literally on its last little leg, and it is hours and days away from having like your hours and days away from having this huge shift where it's like it's gone. It's gone. It's like after a storm, you can finally open up the windows of your house and let the light in, and it's like that. The darkness is leaving. The light is being brought in. You are heading to some really, really fun, really amazing times ahead. You have the 3 of Cups, the 3 of Chalices. You're going to be really reigniting like friendships that maybe you have, or like seeing friends that you haven't seen in a long time and spending really great time with them. You're not going to feel like you're stuck in this like Debbie Downer energy. And I say that with full respect, because we need the dark night of the soul so that we can step into this, right? So that we could see like, oh no, this is not how I want my reality to be. This is not who I am. And I did the work. You did the work. You did the healing. You did whatever needed to be done to for something heavy to get processed. And now it's time to be in the light. Okay, the 10 of Pentacles, my love, success, happiness, abundance. Like, these are all things like around the corner for you. And it comes from you literally just you like stepping outside and like having fun again, allowing yourself to have fun, allowing yourself to enjoy life. Like your passion and your joie de vie and your lust for life are like being super reignited here. It's so clear. Yeah, so Ten of Pentacles, this is a very interesting card and the way that they depicted it. And I'm seeing this as like, because they have like this Neptune, Poseidon looking dude down here, and he has like these like this fabric around him, and it's obviously nothing that can actually keep him bound. And then you have everybody up here playing like the really light energy. So I see this as like you in the past, maybe you were not enjoying, like if you were at a party or something, or you were hanging with friends, you had kind of like this heaviness inside of you, and I feel like that is being completely released, like hugely released. Like you're leaving this in the past. This is something that is completely transforming for you. And then you're also allowing your inner child to come out more. There is a huge sense of an inner child, like reignition of an inner child here, where you're allowing your inner child to have fun, you're allowing them to be happy, to enjoy things, and that is bringing you a lot of like happiness and success. And I keep saying success because we have the Ten of Pentacles. We didn't get the Ten of Cups, we got the Ten of Pentacles. And then with coming out right under the determination card, I know you're working towards something. There's something you want, there's something you're trying to make happen for yourself, and it is coming. It is coming because all of this needed to be shed. And maybe for a long time you were like, why isn't this happening for me? Or why didn't I start sooner? I could have, done this. But my love, you wouldn't have been able to hold it, because whatever needed to be released was always going to be there until you released it, right? And now that it's finally gone, that's when we can really enjoy life, right? In like in a really authentic and meaningful and real way, because it's not like this dark cloud above us while we're out, in the sunlight. And then it's like we see the sunlight, we're around people that are enjoying the sunlight, but we personally have this dark cloud above us still. So it's not in your energy anymore. Like, I want you to really understand that this is really leaving your energy, and you're just like enjoying life again. Like, lust for life, joie de vie is all here. It's all coming back. I keep thinking of that Celine Dion song. It's all coming back to me. Um, and then with the Hierophant, I feel like you're going to be in your power 1000%. Like, you are just feeling very confident because you don't have this heaviness weighing you down anymore. You're feeling very, and like your friends, if you haven't seen your friends in a long time, or you haven't been like nearly as active with them, like they are like stoked to have you back. The people you love are really excited to see you have your spark back. Like, they really missed you. And I'm getting the sense that you really missed yourself too. And all of that is coming back. Like, it was never fully gone, but it needed to take a backseat to these things that needed to be let go of. So yeah, Six of Cups. It's returning to the inner child. If I had to like say one sentence to sum up your reading, my love, it's return to the inner child, which we know after we do healing, which is a lot of time connected to healing from our childhood, healing from our past, especially with the Six of Cups here. That's what it's telling me. When we heal those things, and our inner child can really feel free and really feel like nourished, that's when life really gets fun. That's when life really takes on the beauty that it was always meant to take for us, is when we like really love our inner child, and really and they're not like resentful anymore, and they're not hurt, they're not wounded. They have healed along with you, they are you. And now it's time to feed them and not literally obviously, but metaphorically and with experiences and with doing the things they love that you always wanted to do. The things you loved to do when you were little as well. That's a big part of it. Yeah, you really let go of all of these swords. Really let go of all of these swords and look, the Empress. Return to yourself, return to feeling powerful, to feeling in your element, feeling super like you, basically, like you again. But it's the you that you were always meant to become and not the you from before, maybe from before your dark night of the soul, when you thought you were like okay, but really you still had all of that heaviness with you. And now it's like you're actually like you, like the you that you were always meant to become, that you always were. It just, the dark night of the soul needed to happen. And I want to reiterate, it needed to happen, because if you never addressed these things, then it would have just stayed in your energy forever. And that's not, I mean, it's much more preferable to go through these things and heal than to kind of like sit in the uncomfortable, or like not addressing it because it's uncomfortable, to sit in that forever. At the base, you have turbulence. The mind is murky and rough waters. Yes, absolutely. And you are releasing all of that. At the top, I love to see an opportunity. You will prove yourself and discover if you brave the rough seas. Yes, my love. Opportunity, happiness, joy, enjoyment, fun. Huge emphasis on fun is around the corner for you, because you did the work. You did what you needed to do. And now comes the fun part, right? Which is kind of reintegrating yourself back into your life, your community, into society as a whole. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful time ahead for you, and I absolutely love to see it. All right, pile number 2, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you today. If you liked this, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, follow me on other socials, check out my website, mysticsoulstudio.com, if you're interested in a reading or to see what else I have on there. I also plan on doing like fun like research and really interesting blog post on there as well. So yeah, I hope to see you there, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Hi, pile number 3. If you chose this beautiful blue stone, then this is going to be your reading. This is really pretty. Trying to think of what it reminds me of, and I can't quite put my finger on it right now. We'll see if it comes to me. I'm going to get y'all a Sea Melody card. A couple of them, actually. Two cards for pile number 3, please. 2 cards for pile number 3. Two cards for pile number 3. I feel like that's it. Let's see. Safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore. Interesting. And change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. At the base of your pile, you have communicate. Things left unsaid will never reach the shore. And at the top, you have stillness. In calm waters, everything becomes clear. All right, pile number 3. Okay, so safety. Don't be too proud to go back to shore and change. Know when to move to a new shell, especially if yours no longer fits. So everybody else's message was kind of like more direct. Yours, I feel like, is more like vague and mysterious. Like, clearly there's a situation that you're in that is no longer working for you, and it's something that maybe for a while you thought would, or have been trying to make it work despite the universe and your guides and spirit basically showing you that it's not. Um and I'm getting the sense that like in this environment that you're in, because I feel like it's like almost like a home thing, and it does say no one to move to a new shell. So I get the sense that it's like very tied to your home, but it could be like a job too as well. It's just something where you spend a lot of time, like it's an environment, and it's no longer serving you. It's no longer doing anything for you. And maybe you didn't want to give up on it because maybe you've invested a lot of time into it, but it's not working for you anymore, my love. It's time to move on to a new horizon, move on to something else, because this thing is no longer doing it for you. It's no longer, it's no longer fulfilling you, and it's not doing. And I'm also getting the message, maybe like promises were made to you that have not been kept, or things were told to you and it has been a completely different, reality, or maybe at first it was like that and then it quickly changed, and you've been trying to kind of get back what it was in the beginning, but it's like something isn't working anymore. Something is not flowing. Something is not conducive to growth for you. You know, when like a hermit crab gets too big for its shell, it has to find a new one. That's basically what I feel like. Your energy and your beauty and your power is too big for the space that you're in. Like you need to go, to expand, to take a risk. Like spirit is asking you to follow what feels right in your gut that you already know, and this is just confirmation. I'm not telling you anything new here. That's what tarot does most of the time. It tells us what we already know and we most likely don't want to hear, right? So let's get more information about this. Let's see. And also, I'm getting the message because you don't just have change here, you have, don't be too proud to go back to shore. So I'm getting the message that maybe some of you, something isn't working and it's, you don't want to go back to kind of like a limbo, or like for example, this is just one example. Maybe a job that you have is no longer fulfilling you. Excuse me. And you know what you want to do, you know the changes you want to make, but investing in your future and investing in what you want to make happen would like require you, like let's say moving in with a roommate, and maybe you really like living alone and you don't want to go back to having a roommate, or you don't want to go back to like living with your parents or something like that. And it is, this is just one example. So maybe there's like a sense of like there's something that you know you can do to kind of hold you over until the you reach the new beginning that you want to, but you don't want to go back to that because then you're but you don't want to go back to that because then you would count it as like a personal failure. And it's not a personal failure. It's you realizing what you have to do in order to get to the next step. Like this would be something temporary. Spirit really wants me to emphasize that it's temporary, that it's not going to be forever. This is just something that you're doing and until you get to that next step. And of course, if wherever this is a toxic place, like if your parents' house is a toxic place, if your I don't know, a sibling's house is a toxic place, or your grandparents, like for in the context of this example, if wherever you don't want to return to is toxic, then it's not where you're meant to be, okay? I also want to stress that spirit does not want you to go back to a toxic ass environment or a toxic ass relationship or anything like that. But if there is a place that you know you can return to while you know, get where you want to go, and it's not like that, and you just don't want to go back because you don't want to see it as a failure, then spirit is saying, okay, in that case we have to really assess what's important to us, right? And know that it would be temporary and not, you know, like the rest of your life situation, you know. I hope that makes sense. You have the Six of Swords in reverse. I usually don't read reversals. I'll see. I might feel it out to be supposed to be in reverse. I do feel it in reverse. Okay. Spirit was like, put it back in reverse. Yeah, I feel you like really conflicted about what to do here. Like really, really conflicted. And we're gonna go back to the base of your pile for the C melodies too, because I feel like that's also, oh my gosh, y'all. Like, I'm sorry, I'm like a little mess in this pile. Three of Swords, yeah. Death. Another pile had this as well. If you felt drawn to another pile, check it out. Two of Pentacles. A lot of two here, like right next to it. Two of Cups. Temperance. Beautiful. Okay. The base of your pile, you have the Hermit. Makes sense, right? At the top, you have the Emperor. Two very different energies here. All right, my loves. I clearly see the message here. So the reason the Six of Swords came out in reverse, and we're going to keep it in reverse, is because usually the Six of Swords, when it's upright, it talks about heading to calmer seas, going somewhere, either mentally or energetically or even physically, somewhere where, you know, we're not so stressed. We don't have kind of all of these pressures on us, and we feel freer and we feel lighter. But for you, it came out in reverse, and that's very interesting that it came out with the Four of Swords. It's like there's a reluctance here and a pushback from you to move to this, you know, less stressful situation. Like, I feel like you're clinging on to something desperately. And with the Two of Cups coming out, I feel like for a lot of you, it's actually a relationship. For some of you, it's a job. For some of you, it's like a home situation. Which, I mean, with relationship, the home situation, if you live with this person, you know, it goes hand in hand. But this Two of Cups, I'm seeing it as like very volatile. Like, I'm seeing it as like arguing. They don't seem really like in love. Usually Two of Cups is like this super romantic, beautiful card. And in this case, the way I'm seeing it, at least in this reading, it's giving like arguing. It's giving arguing. There is a relationship that, for a lot of you, a relationship, and this could be a relationship to a job, to something. But for a good majority of you, it's a romantic relationship. This romantic relationship has run its course. It's not doing anything for you anymore. Like, you maybe, and I get the sense that you've invested a lot of time into that. I said this earlier. You've invested a lot of time into this relationship, a lot of time into this person to try to make things work. and it's just not working. Like, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, it's like a negative feedback loop. Like, y'all are talking but not listening to each other. Um, and I'm not saying, like, I'm not, blaming you for this. I'm just saying, like, there's only so much we can tell other people about how to treat us, or what we expect, and then the rest is up to them how they, take that, and how they and what they do with it, essentially. And if you've and I'm also saying all of this because at the base of your pile, communication, or communicate, things left unsaid will never reach the shore. There's not really, like, uh healthy communication here. It's a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing. And I know this is hard, my love. I know it's hard to invest time and to have imagined probably a future with this person, or a future in this job, or whatever it is, and to feel like you've wasted your time. Let me tell you, you haven't wasted your time, because first of all, if like you now would go back and tell your younger self, like, it was a waste of time, don't do it. You think your younger self would have actually listened to you if they were in love? Like, if they were excited about this, like, you think they actually would have listened to you? They would have been like, nah, I'm gonna do it anyway. Like, you would have done it anyway. And it's because you were meant to have that experience. You were meant to grow. I'm sure this taught you a lot of things. I'm sure this taught you, if it was like a long-term relationship that you've had since you were really young, it maybe taught you how to love, how you want to be loved. And if this person is no longer doing that for you, or you've just changed, both of you have changed to the point where it's not working anymore, there's no point in it, right? It was like, what are we even fighting for here? And it's not to say this person can't be in your life. I see, things are maybe really raw right now. You have the Three of Swords and this mermaid here. She's like really sad. She's really going through it. I'm sure it's difficult for both of y'all to come to this realization that this is no longer something that makes sense for both of y'all. And maybe at some point in the future, you can actually be friends. Don't try to force that right now. If you both need distance from each other, that's absolutely fine. That's like probably the healthiest thing you can do. And I feel like this, like, for some of y'all, it's very specific. Like, that you met this person when you were young, probably in high school or in some sort of school, and you've been together so long, you probably have kids together, and maybe you don't want to separate because of the kids. Or, maybe you don't want to go back to your parents' house because you own a house together, and you just don't want to feel like you're starting from scratch again. But my love, literally doing this for yourself, and prioritizing your happiness, um it's like everything you could do for your children, right? Your children want a parent who is happy, who feels like in love with their life and their circumstances, because it's, like, who wouldn't want that for your parents, to love life, to be happy. Like, we want that for them, no matter what age we are. So if that's your particular case, like, and you're not leaving this person, or if y'all are not separating because you have kids together, like, your kids want their parents to be happy above all else. I'm not saying it's going to be all roses and unicorns. Like, yes, there's changes and tough conversations that have to be had, but at the end of the day, it's so much better to face these uncomfortable conversations. Once again, you have communicate at the base of your pile. It's so much better to face these things and to be in such a much better place afterwards. Like, you don't have to be in this situation forever. This is not the rest of your life, my love. You deserve no, I don't care if you're 60 something years old, 70 something years old. you can get out of this situation. This does not have to be end game for you. This does not have to be your reality for the rest of your life. And I feel like you've known for a long time that this is not working, that this is not like no longer fulfilling you. Like, I mean, when you have the death card here, and especially in terms of a relationship, it's just it's nothing that can, like, you're all, I just see the visual of like two people on separate sides of a river, and there's like a lot of water flowing in between, and the current is really rough, and it's just nobody's willing, like, let me not say that. There's no way to build that bridge, because even if you met in the middle, it's someone's like, well, I want to go back to my side, come with me, and the other person's like, well, no, I want to go back over there, you should come with me. Like, it's just, it's not meshing well, it's not harmonious anymore, okay? And then with this Two of Pentacles, it's, I love reading tarot so much because literally the cards take on a new meaning every time, depending on what the reading is about, right? And then here I'm seeing it like in another reading for one of the other piles that it came out in. I was seeing it as something like the orbs flowing so naturally in between the bands here. And then here I'm seeing it as just like these, like, literally you're this one orb and the other person is this orb, and y'all are just like two magnets repelling each other instead of like attracting each other. And she's trying to keep them in like this space with like these bands, but they just want to burst out of them. Like, you're heading in two completely different directions in life, and there's nothing to do about it anymore. Like, obviously this person, and especially if you have kids together, this person is going to be a huge part of your life, in the sense that, there's been a lot of time and growth here with them and a lot of memories there. But if you really care about this person and you don't want to lose them, in the sense that you don't want to never see them again, then just know, like, this is something that if you're both receptive to it in the future, you can, you know, have a friendship. You can, and who knows, maybe like 10, 15 years from now or something, you will both be in a completely different space again, and it'll be meant to reconnect. But at this moment in your life, my love, it's not working. It's not working, and spirit is saying, stop clinging to something that's not working, that's not making you happy, that's not fulfilling any sort of like positive aspect in your life, because what's the point of it? What's the point of it? And I see you in this Four of Cups, Three of Swords energy. No, Four of Swords, where you're just kind of waiting, hoping that things will change, and they're just not changing. They're not changing. It's been like this for some time. You know exactly what you need to do at this point. Spirit says they know exactly what they need to do, which is turn the Six of Swords upright and leave this situation. Leave this situation. Know that you are fully supported by Spirit. You putting your happiness first, and your mental well-being too, because this is taking a mental and emotional toll on you. The arguing and the not seeing eye to eye, and the trying to make things work when they're not working. Like, it's got to be exhausting. Like, it's got to be, and it's so energetically draining, my love. So and I actually hear that my baby girl just woke up. So yeah, my love, this is all you need to know. Spirit is saying you know exactly what you need to do, which is leave this situation and move on to better times, because better times are ahead once you choose yourself and choose your happiness. All right, my loves, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you a big hug, and a big kiss. And I love you, and I'm hoping the best for you. Give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.